Hey gang, Kawaii50 here with another FGO video, and listen, I know we were originally going to do something for, get out of your top movie wiki, go away. I know we were originally going to do something for Melsign, probably, but y'all have been asking me so much about these banners and the redeemable servants, like, man, I need your advice, I need to know, what are you going to roll on, what's going to happen, so... God dang it, since today is actually FGO 6th anniversary, and it's the day I make videos anyways, let's go ahead and do this one, because what the community wants, community's gonna get. You're the ones that keep me afloat. Be sure to go ahead, like, subscribe, and share, especially if you're one of the people that asked me for this. And let's go ahead and take a gander at some of the 6th anniversary bonuses. So, get this out of the way, let's talk about the thing everyone's gonna get. You're gonna get a special summon. You are going to just grab a 5-star, no strings attached. You just get a 5-star character. And you can see we've got a pretty solid pool right here. You know, we've got Altera, Artoria, and Mordred, Arjuna, Orion, Napoleon, and Tesla. The King, of course, the King, Enkidu, Karna, and Bradamante. A lot of riders, my gosh. We got Achilles, we've got Europa, Ozymandias, Quetzalcoatl, Maeve, and Francis Drake. Over here we've got our casters, Anastasia, Zwanzong, Sanzong, Scheherazade, Waver, and Tamamo. We've got Osakabe Hime, Jack, and Li Shuwen. For our Berserkers, we have our Big Daddy Vlad, we have Ku Alter, we have Zhang Yu, and we have Nightingale. We have our beautiful Jean as our ruler. We have Sidanai, and we have, of course, Jinako on top of that. This is a really dang good pool, I gotta say. And some people are like, well, and what might be the best thing for new players? Well, the best things for newer players are gonna be probably fairly obvious. Of course, Waver, as you see right there, is gonna be a good get if you are a newer player and you don't have him yet. He is going to help carry you super far regardless of which main damage dealer you are using. You can also go ahead and pick a couple other servants as well. Ku Alter is actually still incredible despite being a fairly older servant in desperate need of animation update. He is an amazing last stand servant, and you can kind of just face roll your way throughout the entire campaign with a Ku Alter. Another great recommendation for you is if you don't have an extra class, grab yourself any one of these extra class characters right here. Jean and Jinako, the one you see on the top and the one you see on the bottom, are very good for long drawn out fights. They have a ton of HP, they can really take a beating, and they can just basically stay alive until you eventually win. Sidanai is an alter ego and a pretty fantastic damage dealer, and she also has a cute polar bear. So those are gonna be my recommendations for newer players. Now, what am I personally going to go for? Well, my gosh, it is actually a fairly difficult toss-up for me, and I don't really know what to choose. I would definitely like a Quetzalcoatl, that would be awesome. However, Maeve, after seeing so much of Nakhnariab in the Avalon LaFay story, I am very excited to potentially get Maeve. Plus, I've got some costumes for her sitting in the bank that I would like to use. Another potential pick for me would be just going and NP2ing my Zhang Yu, because I think Zhang Yu has one of the best character designs in the game. And that's basically my rationale for the special summon that we get. Now, let's move on to the thing that is actually going to cost us actual real world currency. That is the guaranteed SSR banner. So for the uninitiated, there is always a lucky bag summon, both during FGO's anniversary and during our New Year celebrations. Basically, you pay for 15 Saint Quartz, and then you can go ahead and roll on a banner that will get you a guaranteed 5-star servant. These are the absolute best banners to go for if you don't spend money on any other banner in the game and you are open to it. Definitely spend money on these banners because they have some really, really good stuff. There are going to be 12 pools to choose from, and you can only roll on a single pool, so you've really got to focus. I'm not going to be going over absolutely every single pool here, just the ones I think are absolutely the most worth your time and consideration. Of course, you'll see which characters are in every banner as you'll see them presented to you on the 6th anniversary celebration, so don't worry, you'll see the characters on offer and you can roll for your favorites, of course. But I am going to be talking in terms of which characters are going to bring the most value to your roster. So the later banners are really going to be our focus because power creep has been real in FGO. The absolute last banner is going to be your best option to get a super powerful character. If you are missing Castoria, she is still the best support in the game on JP, so that is going to be absolutely worth your time if you don't have one yet. Morgan Le Fay is an incredible berserker and deals some absolutely monstrous damage. There's some silly ways to farm with the ruler Karen C. Hortensia, and down there at the bottom, we have Tyra no Kagekyo, an absolutely amazing last stand servant that a lot of players will use in solo runs. She is just that good. And if you're an Ushiwakamaru fan, well, more power to you. The loss, I guess, if we could phrase it that way, you could take on this banner is summoning a Miss Crane. She still is a powerful supportive option, but she is unfortunately kind of gimmicky. I was really excited when she first came out, but she has unfortunately not aged super well, and I really hope she ends up getting a buff. You could also have a chance to pull a bunch of different 3- and 4-star servants on these banners. It appears as though they are lumped together, actually, which is pretty weird, but you can get some powerful characters such as my beloved bar guest, such as Percival, Watanabe no Suna, Saito no Hajime, and Murasaki Shikibu. The other banner worth noting is actually the one that is paired with this banner, the 3 Nights Plus Extra. It's going to be 2022 for us, not 2020. You've got, of course, your Snit Girl, very good. She is a solid Berserker Saber. I'd say Berserker Saber because of all the Buster cards, to be honest. But her summer version, which is actually a Berserker, is better. So Ibuki Doji is something you could go for. Senji Muramasa has been an absolute champion for me, and he is probably the best Saber in the game right now, no lie. Tomlin Lancelot, don't worry, we'll do that video in the future. I promise it'll happen eventually, for sure. She is a very good Lancer for you. I won't go too much into detail, but she is incredible. Ashia Doman, an absolutely monstrous alter ego, best alter ego in the game in my opinion. Summer Kiara, of course, is an amazing arts farmer, so if you already have a Castoria and can do a dual Castoria setup, then she is going to be an excellent get for you when it comes to farming. And we've got a couple foreigners in the form of Summer Abby and Van Gogh. Since people are definitely going to ask me what is the worst thing I can summon on this banner, I'm going to have to go ahead and say that, or you'll harass me in the comments for it. That is going to be Summer Abby. I think she's just, her kit is very weird. It's not very reliable, and overall Summer Abby needs a few buffs to really make it work. But other than Summer Abby, pulling any of these other characters is going to be a massive get for you. I am also going to mention this banner specifically because I know a lot of players want to hedge their bets. The more characters that are on the banner, of course, that means that are more chances for you to not get something you want. So I think the banner that actually has the most concentrated powerful servants in it is going to be this 4 Horsemen banner right here. Arjuna Alter is still a massively powerful berserker, definitely has earned his god status, and he has received very few reruns in the history of Fate Grand Order. Morgan Le Fay, who I mentioned earlier, gets a ton of reruns, so this might be what you want to go for if you're looking for the rare berserker. Kama is the best assassin in the game in my opinion. She is an absolutely incredible quick looper. She can give herself NP overcharge, and I think she is one of the best Noble Phantasm animations in the game to boot. Nothing to be said of her raw power, especially in that guts she gets that just doesn't fall off. Murasaki Shikibu is also a super awesome arts farmer on top top of that as well. And Sirma Yi, while gimmicky, can be a pretty dang good healer. So I felt that this other banner was of note. Did I say healer? I meant support. God, I need more coffee. Now, what banner am I pulling on? I am leaning most heavily towards 3 Knights Plus Extra. I would really love another copy of Muramasa. I would also love another copy of Kiara or Ashia Doman on top of that. All of those characters are characters I use very, very frequently, so having a stronger Noble Phantasm on them would be great. An Ibuki Doji wouldn't hurt for Buster Meme teams, and Tomlin Lancelot would be another excellent new get as well. Pretty much any of these characters except for Summer Abbey I would be very, very happy with. Of course, that means I'm going to pull 3 Summer Abbeys on the GSSR, and I'm just going to have to live with my fate. Anyways, gang, that is basically all I really wanted to go over with you. I wanted to give you all what I thought were the most valuable banners when it came to what you needed to summon, and of course, give some guidance as well for the special summon as well. But I want to know what you all think. Let me know which banner you are summoning on, and let me know who you are picking for your special summon when the 6th anniversary celebration begins down in the comment section below. As you're heading down in the comment section, check out the Discord, check out the Patreon, check out the Ko-fi. Big thanks to everyone on those platforms, and of course, a big thanks to all of you here on YouTube as well. I really appreciate your continued support. Anyways, gang, that's it for me, Kawaii50. I hope you all have a phenomenal day, and I'll see y'all in the next one.